Okay, today we are going to take a look at this TRS-80 Model 100 portable computer and see how bad a shape it is in. Looks like 4 screws on the back. No big crack when I... No big crack on those screws. I'll get one of my parts trays here. Okay, looks like all 4 are the same size. Check under the battery. Now, we looked at this the other day, saw this battery corrosion. And the power port is green as can be. Let's see if I can... Maybe if I just lift it from here. There we go. I have no idea how this is hooked in here. There's a ribbon cable. And a power cable. Where was that power port? Ah. Let's see what it'll take to get that off of there. Okay, I managed to separate this without causing any damage. So get that out of the way. Let's try to get a little closer. Alright. I started poking around and forgot to hit the record button. But this battery right here had a bunch of white stuff around it. And I immediately went in and snipped it out. And I knocked most of it off. It pretty much had a full layer there. On that spot on the board, right there, there's just a little bit of some of that flaked off. I don't think it actually hit any of the components or grew on any of the components. However, this section right here has quite a bit of corrosion. The rest of it looks pretty good, but this section here, well, you can see that screw, the screw head is really corroded, but there's quite a bit of corrosion on everything within about 3/4 of an inch of that screw head. You can see some green right there on that test point. So I'm guessing there's some capacitor leaking stuff here. Nothing looks out of hand, but I'm going to have to get a little closer look at it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I just ordered a cap kit for this from Console 5. In the meantime, I'm going to remove this from its carcass, and I'm going to get to work on cleaning these areas, ohming things out, making sure just a good glimpse of the damage, and see if there's any damage on the underside as well. So I'm going to get started on that, and when the cap kit comes in, I will probably do some replacing, and I will test brand new caps against the ones that I pulled, just so we can compare on how bad they are and which ones might have actually caused the problem. At this point, I'm looking at it could be any or all of those four, and we'll go from there. Okay, that's two. I'm going to keep them separate from the ones that held the case together. Three. There is, if you're ever taking one, I've never worked on one of these before, but this little piece right here, you definitely want to hold on to. This gives the keyboard support. That is 6, and I think that's it. This is the plug connector. I believe the battery, 2 pieces from the battery container will come up with this. Oh. The big, corroded, ugly one. This might take a little more doing. That has a good bunch of corrosion on it. Okay. This one is very stubborn, so I'm not going to be able to. Not only is it stubborn, it's stripped. So I'm going to hopefully try to break it free. My next option would, well, I don't want to drill it. My other option would be to cut a little slit in it so that I can use a flathead screwdriver on it. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. For right now, I'm just going to keep hitting it with deoxit, brushing it a little bit here and there, and I'll leave it sit and come back to it, and I'll come back to filming once I get it broken free. After working it, I got the screw out. So let's see if we can get this thing going. Now, I sprayed it several times and came back every 15 minutes and kept working it and trying it. This power plug unplugs from there, that pulls out of there. And now I should be able to, I need to work these things up through, I think, up through the rest of this case. These are all going to have to be cleaned off and conditioned, or maybe even completely replace the case. I don't know. Getting a little hang up right there on, that's a reset switch or something along those lines. There we go. Just need to get that one up through there. That's all that's holding me down. And there it is. There's the base. This must have come off this slide switch. Yes, it did. So I want to make sure, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and put those little slide tabs into the parts tray. And there's a bushing for something that I'll have to figure out. Ah, it's for here, for these. Don't know which one it goes to yet, but... And there we go. Let's take a look at the other side. Let's take a look at under this battery first. Not too bad. I don't see anything serious other than that just rubbed off. But this area is very crusty. Especially where the batteries went in. The backside is not nearly as bad. It's just those connections right there that are really bad. And then, of course, so much corrosion up here. We'll see what happens. I'm not even going to try to fire it up until I can get it completely cleaned off and make sure I don't have any massive shorts or massive opens. All right. Not sure when I'm going to get back to you, but I will. Okay, I'm about ready to wrap this one up for today, but I just got in a new camera that can really help point this stuff out. This is where that battery was. That little battery. There's just a little bit of corrosion right there. Looks like it might just be flux. But over here, let's get it out. There we go. There's the corrosion from these capacitors. They are looking boogery as can be. There's diode right there with massive corrosion. There's so much corrosion around this area. Look at all that. And the battery terminals could be worse. There's the positive. The negative is pretty green over there. You can see it right there. Boy, I'm going to really like this camera. This is I'm going to do a full review. I'll try to get it up pretty quick. Not as quick as this video, but you never know. It might be up before this video comes out. But I'm looking at some of these things in here that are just crusty as can be. All right, thanks for watching my SepTandy video. Hopefully I can get a second part out by the end of SepTandy. If you like our content, please hit like and subscribe. And leave a comment below. You know what to do. Thank you very much.
Say, kids, what time is it?
It's 8-bit doodads time!